Welcome to the Jay and Cody Show. This is Jay and Cody. Welcome to the show. This is the Jay and Cody Show.
Hey, what's up?
How's everyone doing?
Well,
Fantastic.
it's
Wow,
just
that was very enthusiastic. Fantastic.
it's just me and Cody here with Christine and Gabe the whatever
Gabe
you
the
want.
guy.
The
The
guy.
He
I like
lowered
that.
himself down. He's not the producer anymore. He's like,
Just the guy.
I'm not.
I'm the guy.
Well, I don't know about that. Had a lot of women not say that.
How's everyone's weekend been?
Fantastic.
What about you, Gabriel?
A little crazy.
Really? How so?
Well, nothing's happened this weekend yet, but had a little issue last week.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite
Is that something you would
quite
like to
exciting.
share with the class?
with the class, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, me and my ex have been broken up for quite a while now, and she had a boyfriend, whatever. And anyway, she doesn't want me seeing anybody apparently.
Even though she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, even though she has a boyfriend.
I think it was more like a calling from the world instead of her that they didn't want you to see anymore.
Oh, is that
I
what it
Like
support
is?
this
collective
calling.
groups of girls said that.
Oh, so there must have been a poll. I want to find the results. It's probably.
All the
Yeah, it's
guys
probably
voted
pretty
yes.
So anyway, yeah, she doesn't want me to have a boyfriend, and
I mean, I know you
So
want
she's
a boyfriend, but
she doesn't want me to have a girlfriend. So sorry, she has a boyfriend.
Damn it, I'll get a
Anyway,
boyfriend if
it's
I
great.
want.
Yeah, it's fucking great. So
Cody will be mine.
so she's been trying to come over here and come over my house and see if anybody's here and stuff like that, right? Trying to just break in. She's always peeking in the windows and everything. Real creepy shit. Real fucking creepy. So I'm like, I'm gonna call the cops one of these days. And
She gets really creeped out when she sees his buddy and him working on music.
Yeah.
She knows what it's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you will not have a boyfriend.
yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. So the other day, she comes over and I thought she was gonna take the kids. That's what she acted like she was gonna do. She's gonna take the kids for a while. And so I opened up the door and I said, wait out here until I get the kids ready and everything. Wait for your ride. Because she doesn't have a car, which is quite hilarious. And she's like, no, I'm coming inside. I'm waiting inside. I'm like, no. Well, I already knew at that point that there was nobody coming to pick anybody up. She just wanted to come in here. And so she like blocks the door with her foot.
Smash
Gotta
the
get her
shit
out.
of that.
Got to get her out. I didn't smash her foot.
I would've.
Got her out. And she proceeds to go to the backyard. She hops my fence, goes to the backyard, lets my dog off the
What
chain.
is she like, the guy from T2?
She the
It's
Terminator?
fucking yeah. And she gets over there. She lets my dog off because he'll go under the fence or over. He does it. The fence
Gets
don't
off
matter.
or lets off?
Is your fence just
Lets him
worthless?
off.
Okay.
I mean, do you
What?
have the most worthless fence in the world?
I think
I
I
thought
have.
it doesn't
This is
hold
like
shit
a
in or out.
100-pound woman.
Yeah.
Well, you should see. Yeah. Well, I don't know how she got over. Honestly, I have no idea how she got over. But she let my dog off. So I run out there and I grab him and I'm trying to lock the door behind me. And
Bad rocket.
she, yeah. As I'm tugging and pulling, my dog's getting very excited, trying to hump my leg and everything. It's wonderful. While I'm trying to fight off this crazy bitch.
And
Better
you
when
eat
he
peanut
humps your
butter.
mouth.
And so I get him inside, and she once again tries to get inside the back door. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Is this revenge for when you tried to get inside the back door?
I got inside the back door. That's different. I got inside the back door. And so she's, next thing you know, she's got her legs wrapped around my legs, so I can't move.
But
I'm
how
like,
did-
you got
how did you-
wait,
Wait,
you
what?
need to get out.
She goes from like terminating the fence to wrapping herself around you.
Yeah,
What
I
happened?
don't know.
How?
I don't know. But yeah, she's like right inside my back door. I'm
She
trying
turned
to get her
into
out.
liquid and she
Right.
went under the door and
Under
then
the
came
door.
out. And
Well, no, I didn't get the door closed. That was the problem. I was trying to get my dog downstairs.
I feel like you not being able to close the door is a problem in a lot of your situations.
I know.
I mean, not just physically.
I am still,
Everything
I'm
in
still a
between.
little confused. Why are her legs wrapped around you? I'm trying to
'Cause
picture
she-
this.
Was
I
she
didn't
trying
understand
to
it.
Restrain you?
I guess that's the only thing I got out of it.
Is it like a dirty dancing, like holding
Yeah,
her leg up thing?
It's
or is it
possible.
Like, okay.
I mean, but she was like all the way. I don't know if she's trying to eat my ass or what, but
well,
that's
that's
kind of
also
how.
revenge.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
That's
that's kind of how it
also-
was.
Huh.
But
Okay.
yeah, so she has her legs wrapped around me, and I tried to stand her up. I stand her up. I get her outside the door, and once again she puts her foot in there and all this other bullshit. She comes pushing through the door again, and I go, "All right, that's enough. I'm done."
What did
So
you
I
have?
grab her.
What did you have in here?
I don't know what she was trying to do. Honestly, I have no idea. Because there's obviously nobody else here besides me and my kids.
So why not just let her in?
And she caused this scene.
Because
while
she was stealing
your
and
kids are
breaking
here?
shit. Yeah.
That's pretty fucked
Ah,
up.
so you missed
So
that part.
you're
Yeah.
not. We're not even to the good part.
Oh,
I have to take her down because she's starting to like swing and stuff. You know,
Batista
You just
bomber.
like rock bottoms her.
hip toss,
Suplex.
hip toss, and no, no. But I restrained her and I have her on the ground, and next thing you know, she starts screaming. She's saying, telling my kids that I'm hurting her.
Oh.
What?
That's the image you've always
What?
wanted for yourself.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. But thank God my boy goes, Daddy's not hurting you.
Oh, there you go.
It's good. You're
Kicks
raising,
her in the
you're,
face.
you're raising a little.
Yeah.
No
I was
content.
very proud of him. I was like, you see.
This
he
is what we
sees
do to
exactly
women,
what's
boy.
going on. He sees exactly what's going on. So, yeah. Then she's like, all right, I'm leaving. And so I kind of help her up because I want to get her out of my house as fast as I can. Well, she tries to run off towards the back end of my room. I'm like, oh, here we fucking go again. Well, I grabbed her arm, I turned her around, and I forced her outside. Walked her straight outside. And she's like, I'm calling the cops. Da, da, da. So cops come, and they talk to me, ask me about the whole situation. As you heard, it was just exactly like this. And yeah, then she went to jail. So
Oh shit.
do not go on anybody's property after they have told you to leave.
So what did she get arrested for? Just breaking and entering?
And do not swing on people. Because apparently that leads to battery and what was it, criminal trespassing.
How long she get?
Well, since it's a first offense, she was just in there for whatever.
That's
But
disappointing.
I mean, she's got to go to court and stuff, so you never know.
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I mean-
it was quite exciting. There was like 4 cop cars outside, plus like a
Ugh.
protective agent. Yeah, it was insane.
Did you press a PFA on her?
You should
I would have long ago.
Yeah.
I know I should have a long
What
time
was it?
ago,
What was
but
she? What was she trying to accomplish?
I have
Was
to wait
she-
till next week.
Not to mention you can get rid of, a lot of problems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I-
no,
you know,
we talked. Yeah,
they keep a
protective
little money-
agent. We
more money in the
talked
pocket,
about all
you know?
that shit. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I would have pressed something against her long
Well,
ago.
what was she
That's
trying to
creepy.
accomplish
I don't know.
with everything?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I
she's
honestly
I
have
think
no
she's
idea.
just crazy. To be
I
honest, I don't think
literally
there's a whole
think
lot
so.
of reasoning behind
I
it.
really think so
Wow. Well,
because none of it makes sense. Other than whenever I talk to somebody,
Excuse me.
just let me rock, Steve. Well, can you top this at all?
Can I?
Yeah.
You know me. I'm about as boring as. No, I've had nothing but depression
Oh, cool.
since I haven't been doing stuff. No,
Yeah.
we had another pretty busy week of shows and all that good stuff. Sorry. No.
Trevor's pushing on something over there.
Did the Ride Center. I did that once, and then I did Metapocalypse twice this week. So I've been pretty much, if I don't go to work, I do a show or something. But I miss doing something bigger and more grander.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy doing the different podcasts and stuff. They're fun. They're great. Mike and Gary and that whole group, they've got a great team. It's really fucking fun. A lot of great stories. It's weird though, cause like, they're always like building me up. Like, ah, you're really funny. You're like really good at this and whatever. But I honestly think like one of their guys is the best guy I've ever heard talk. And like, it's always like, I don't know, you got like pressure to be funny. And it's so hard. Cause like, I'm trying not to, you know, like just completely bomb, you know, and like, you can't really prep for just riffing or whatever. And like, I'm not good, you know, I'm not a professional comedian or an amateur comedian for that matter. But anyway, yeah, I did that. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, my whole life pretty much, or outside, pretty much just work and video games. That's all I do. I don't have any fun or
That's all
any
you do ever.
craziness.
Doesn't sound awful.
No, I mean, I guess not. Like, you know, The Shining?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be me someday. I mean, just,
Jack Nicholson role?
yeah,
Or okay.
just chasing my family around with an axe.
Cool.
I mean, I haven't got my dick wet in like 3 weeks or something.
Oh,
It sucks.
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Mother's Day, I think. Whatever the fuck that was.
Of course.
She get it at least every other day.
I had to give my mom something special.
Damn.
Every other day? Who the fuck is fucking every other
I
day?
don't know. I wish I was.
You have kids, you know the. Not just that, like this time, and then I don't know. You get to an age where like the smallest things like set you off.
Like turn you on or
No, like piss you off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
I've seen a drastic difference in the last probably week.
she'll come home and like just snap about something, and then it's like fuck you. Just be like, hey, how was your day? Oh, don't even ask. Well, fuck you. Go to hell.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I want nothing to do with you. Get the fuck
Is
out of
dinner
here.
ready?
Well, that sounds exciting.
That's exactly how it goes too.
Man.
That's real shit.
Well, we actually did have an interesting moment doing the Rad Center podcast. Really, actually funny. So we're talking about the Comey stuff, and we're getting into it, and that show is really political, very right wing political,
Yeah.
and so I'm on the other end
Mhm.
on an island, you know, yelling and cussing, kind of not unlike Bernie Sanders. When he's trying to make I don't know if you guys saw it, at that hearing where he keeps repeatedly asking, why is it okay to let the Walton family
Yeah.
be cut $52 billion in tax cuts? Why is that okay? And just keeps, that's pretty much me. Anyway, one of the guys, I'm not even sure his real name. Well,
Just call him that one guy.
no, I mean I know who but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, he's like getting into this whole thing, and like he has this whole, but like as he, and this is what he does. I don't know why, but as he gets more angry and more, I don't know, into it, instead of getting closer like most people do, he actually moves further.
Really?
And so he's like arched back in his chair, like arched all the way back, and he's all like, you know, well, you're part of the problem. It's the, you know, the globalists and blah blah blah, going in the whole fucking Alex Jones kind of spiel and whatever. And I replied to him just something quick, just something fast about, you know, sucking Putin's cock or something of that nature. And he jerked back for half a second, and then all I saw was his feet. He fucking flipped backwards. But here's the thing: flipped backwards in his chair, rolled off, cracked his skull
What?
on the
shit.
side of the mound where all the monitors were set up and stuff. Yeah, right on the side.
Oh.
Blood is just pouring out,
Oh.
and yeah, that was kind of
So that ended the show?
pretty much because I take him to the hospital.
Okay.
to get stitched up.
So, Gabe.
Which, by the way, I consider a win for me.
we
If you bleed to death in a debate,
Because
I
of one
win.
of your jokes.
I win.
we need you to crack your head open.
Yes.
We need to one up them.
Well, we can't do that because then.
Can we
see
just
the
smash
producer?
you through here? This glass table?
That would hurt. I might die.
That wouldn't
There'd be
hurt.
no more shows.
I bet you that wouldn't
Yeah,
actually
but that'd be the
happen
biggest show.
then. Yeah.
That would be the biggest show.
And then we
Yeah,
don't
we
really
just have
need
to-
you anymore.
Yeah,
'cause
we
we
really
can
just
hire a
find a
producer.
Fuck both of you guys.
I mean, unfortunately, you have to keep one of us. I mean, even one of us is disposable.
Kind of, not really though.
I mean, kind of.
I don't think so. The way we riff off of each other, we've
Right.
been doing this long enough that we're a package deal. I don't think so.
I suppose I think, like, let's say I died
Okay.
on, while recording on air,
Yeah.
whatever. You could still carry on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Producer dies, no problem.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying you
Sure.
couldn't
Let's
be.
test it.
Do you know how to click?
That's awesome.
Do you know how to click a bunch of buttons on a computer? Yeah, you're hired.
What do I press?
Anything. They all do the same thing.
Just wait a half a week to put up a show.
Right.
um,
So I feel like we're about to delve into some serious now.
some serious?
Some serious.
Is that what, like, XM?
No. Just like some seriousness.
Ah,
Oh, we put the Ness on
I saw
there.
that
Seriousness.
there was obviously some confusion. I had to elaborate.
oh yeah. No, I thought you were gonna talk about your medical problems with your dick.
Oh no, not yet.
Okay, well, see, Cody is gonna be. I will.
Okay.
Cody's
cool.
gonna be the second guy to have a delicate operation happen.
Very delicate.
And I consider this a loss.
Can I ask, I want to ask a question real quick. Is it black?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
There
the
we
deal.
go.
See, the win we had earlier this week when a black male had a white penis transplanted on him.
Which is pretty fucking awesome.
I mean, yeah, I think they're gonna win for the white side, right?
Are you sure that wasn't the opposite?
Damn. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was a black guy. It was a
No,
black
Black guy, white. I know. I just heard about. I just read about it earlier this week. I actually sent you the story.
Yeah.
Didn't get a response. Thanks for that.
I didn't have any service at that time.
See?
So.
But I was wondering, like, we were talking about this. Me and Gabe were. Okay, so the full story is this guy, and he's from Africa, whatever, South Africa, but and apparently that's where the penis transplant happened.
Penis people?
What happened when he was 23, he got circumcised. Okay. And apparently, and I don't know why you wouldn't tell the doctor or whatever, maybe you're freaked out, I don't know. But apparently, like, they can botch a circumcision even, like, when you're little, and then you're fine, and then as an adult, something will happen, like, where you feel like a little tightness around the head, and basically they didn't cut enough back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but they cut too much to where there's no stretchy.
Mm.
Which, by the way, is a medical term. If
No
you look it up,
stretchy.
there's no stretching. You know? So I guess he didn't tell the doctor or whatever, and it just cut the circulation off, and he castrated himself basically.
Oh shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's total. It
Oh.
can happen quite a bit.
That doesn't sound too common, but
I mean, it's not common. It's not like everyone's walking around losing
Right.
their penis.
Shit. Doctor's in there.
Oh my
Guys,
god, is this the
He ain't got no
dick
stretching.
transplant I'm doing? But anyway, so 17 years he waits. He's 40 years old now.
God damn.
Now he gets the penis. Man, how would you feel 17 years knowing what an orgasm is by then,
Yeah.
and then not being able to orgasm?
that would suck.
Like, and you wonder, like, does it work?
Yeah.
Like,
I'd be superstitious.
Is he just
though.
like rubbing his nub all the time, like hoping something is coming out, or walking around just like a slug, just like trailing off?
Right.
I wonder how all that would work because he would have to be can't even think of the term now. He'd have to have a catheter, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think, unless he's just got tubes coming out.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh,
like
that'd
a
be
cyborg.
weird.
Yeah, if it was like a
you can't,
guys
you can't
look-
control him.
you got a garden hose that they shoved up in there.
My dick's a jellyfish.
It's like a reverse jellyfish. It's like a jellyfish being born.
Beautiful.
No, I don't know. And like, can you imagine like a 17-year-old load?
That'd be.
I've had like a few like 3-week month, like
I
they're
know.
pretty massive.
It would be like different colors.
It's gonna be like the guy from a scary movie.
Right. That'd be awful.
Stuck to the
Like-
ceiling.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the load.
Gabe's in fantasy land right now.
I'm talking
I didn't
about.
know.
Saving this one up.
I thought it would only come from Peter North.
I'm talking about like knowing, because at that point he had a few. I'm sure. I hope for his
So
sake.
you'd have to.
Yeah, and so like.
I mean, when did you start?
what, having sex?
No, just having orgasms.
Oh.
Aside from your uncle at like 7 or whatever.
Oh, okay. I don't know, probably like 13.
Right, yeah, 13.
Yeah.
So he's almost at like 10 years.
Throw me back into it. But to not. I really just question how. Like, do you just rub it? I don't know what it looks like or anything, so.
I don't think you could get it there.
Only you could.
No.
I mean, if you just had.
At the base?
Okay, if you if you just had like a stub of shaft.
You could. It'd
Yeah.
take a while.
Oh, it'd take forever. Masturbating would be like. I don't even know if I've ever. I'm gonna have
It'd
to try
probably have to
this.
be like a mental.
You're gonna have to try
orgasm.
this?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Is that
well,
what you
I've never.
Just
stimu-
do like the very basic.
Yeah, I've never stimulated no head.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Jesus.
saying. Like, just I don't even know if you can feel shaft really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
Yeah,
little
you
bit
can.
there, but
Like,
I mean,
Yeah, you can.
might as well be a finger.
right.
It's like, yeah.
Rubbing that knuckle.
It probably feels better on your finger.
Is it supposed to bend at the
Maybe
knuckle
that's
like
how
that?
he's getting off.
Why is my pinky coming out?
No, but after the surgery, I'd be really paranoid about pulling that fucker off.
Oh, I know.
Just be
You know?
jerking off.
I
Oh, shit!
fuck!
I just pulled my penis off.
would literally.
Or think
be-
about sex, like losing it.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
just-
inside of her?
Like, so you pulled out, right?
Why is there blood everywhere?
Kind of part of me pulled out.
Yes and no. I did, but my dick didn't.
So you're gonna have to douche.
Hard.
No, you're right though. Like, and they said, and the story just came out. The whole story was actually he's getting it tattooed
Oh.
because he's had a white dick.
Yeah.
Which, why would you change it?
I wouldn't.
Shit, I would.
Be like, look at this.
Two-tone!
Exactly. Like he could get into porn. He could be like the
What was the
perfect like
name
ice
they came up with?
soft serve.
He'd be like
Soft serve.
ice cream swirl.
an Oreo.
That would be great. But
I'd
he's
do it.
getting it tattooed to match his skin color. Apparently, it's a pretty common thing.
Really?
I didn't realize it, but a lot of black people get white parts.
Really?
Yeah, but think about it, we're the majority.
That's true.
So there's more white people
It's
running
true.
around dying and whatever.
So that should be.
Yeah, that is how it should be. Black power.
yeah.
But yeah, they have to get it tattooed, which I don't even know why you really would.
It's not, now, do they connect nerves?
Yeah,
Damn, that's tedious.
he's got, I think it was a 18-hour
I believe
surgery,
it.
something like that.
That's crazy.
He can get erect. He can pee out of it. So it's fully functioning. They said he'll be able to have kids if he wanted to.
Really?
So he can obviously blow a load.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
I know.
Really?
No, really, the doctor working that is insane.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know
I
how
can,
awkward that'd be?
I can barely put together like a big Lego.
You know, I
you
bet,
know, like let alone like nerves.
I bet that it's really like a 6-hour surgery, but the doctor's gay. So he stops every now and then, like, I need you guys to leave the room.
I need to
Just
check
playing
some
with the dick.
parts out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, I wonder if he had like multiple options too. Like he
pick a
comes
dick.
in, I don't have a dick. Well, you got a white dick. I don't want a white dick.
All right, here's the dicks.
Here we,
Hands him a pick and dick magazine.
we got white or we got Asian. I'll take white.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad for the guy though. Like, do you think that he'll have any second thoughts about it? Like, when he's fucking a girl, right? And she's like, "Oh my god, your dick's amazing" or whatever. Do you think he'll ever stop and be like, "Well, okay, it's not really mine." Like,
Now, I'm betting he lost something from it.
or do you think that, like, in the back
That's
of
a
his
good
mind, maybe
point.
he's like,
That's a good question.
this is a white dude, so he probably fucked a few fat bitches. Like, what I have on me
Wait,
right
no,
now.
no, he's a black guy, so he's probably fucked a few.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
true.
what I'm saying, that's what I'm
That is
saying.
true.
You know, he's a white dude, so he probably fucked
He-
a few dudes.
The white dude,
Damn.
the white dude fucked a few crackheads though.
Oh, I'm sure,
So
and dudes.
yeah,
I'm saying we're gonna say black guys fucked fat white chicks, white guys fuck dudes. That's all I'm saying.
True.
Here's my other thing though.
How many guys have you been with?
Nah, too many to count. Did after everything's fine and whatever, let's say that happened to you.
Okay.
You go to the doctor, your checkup, they're hey, it's all good. And I mean we know you. If you had a black dick, you just keep it black.
Oh yeah.
But you go home and you're looking at porn. I'm sure this guy just tormented himself with porn.
Yeah.
He had I mean, sometimes even when you're not in the mood, you still look at porn.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
I mean, just quickly, and you'll find something else.
Mhm.
But point is, he had to have tormented himself. So when he's finally like, "All right, here we go, it's time." Is that gay?
Because you're touching another dude's dick.
You're jerking another dick.
Son of a
I don't
bitch.
think
That
so.
is the ultimate Dutch rudder.
Dude, that's like a serious reach around. Like a mad. No, check this out. Follow me on.
Reach around from the grave.
Follow me on this. That's true too. But follow me on this. You're in America. Let's just say. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but let's say you got like an Oriental dick, right? That's a halfway around the globe reach around.
Hand around.
That's one hell of a. Yes, no.
That's like getting some miles.
we can go even dimensional because the guy's probably dead.
Yeah. He's in. This is
Damn.
a supernatural reach around.
This is a
So
supernatural
the guy
experience.
from Metapocalypse, Gary, he believes, and I've heard this from a lot of people. They're really weird about donating their organs and stuff, specifically their eyes and ears and shit like that, because they're afraid that when they die, they'll need them
Really?
as a ghost.
Huh. Okay.
So let's just say, even though it's completely insane, because like, why wouldn't you need your heart or your
Right.
liver or whatever?
Right.
Like, you need your eyes. Why would you? And then but he made the point. He's like, well, okay, like the old ghosts from like, kings and stuff. Which, by the way, when did ghosts start? You don't see like any Neanderthal ghosts.
Right.
You don't see like
Yeah.
any ghosts from like caveman days.
Right.
But
They're all
anyway,
modern ghosts.
like Ichabod Crane, or no, the other guy, the one with the horse,
Oh.
The headless horse.
the headless horseman
Yeah.
doesn't have a head because he lost his head when he died.
Yeah.
So that's his whole mentality. Is like, I don't want to be walking around like a blind ghost, just
Yeah.
walking into walls or whatever.
Would you walk through them?
So let's just, yeah, you would, yeah,
See, you're right.
So we'll play this out just for a second and potentially act like that is a real thing.
Okay.
So you give your dick to someone, are you like dead and being like, oh my god,
I can't fuck any ghost bitches anymore.
I'm getting jerked off. What the fuck's going on? I was in a business meeting.
Oh my god, I love that. So just the whole donating organs thing. I
Yeah.
have a story that I completely forgot to tell you about. I finally got my license, which is like a month and a half expired.
I'm glad you
Right.
finally got it done.
Yeah. So I went to the DMV, and you know what it looks like in there, that little room or whatever. There's like some chairs lined up around the wall. We've been there together
Fuck
before.
yeah, we have,
We
yeah.
had a nice little date there.
Yeah.
And so
I passed. with
there,
my horrible
yeah,
eyesight.
right? You lied. And so I'm pissed because I went on Friday and I forgot that it was like Memorial Day weekend or whatever. People probably had work off or whatever. And so it was packed.
Oh, I
right?
bet,
I was
yeah.
like, fuck, I'm going to be here like an hour. Well, it turns out that everyone in that room, which was like 6 people, was one group. They were there for one person, so they all left. So I had one person ahead
There's
of me.
nothing better than that.
Oh my god, I know. But I get in there, right? And so this lady comes up and she takes in line behind me. And so we just make well, she makes small talk because I'm not down for that. And so we get in there, and right before I go in, she's like, oh, well, I'll never be an organ donor. I was like, why? She's like, well, because, if you get in a car accident, they're going to let you die so they can get your organs. I was like, I'm not letting my daughter do it either because they're there for her daughter. She's probably
my
getting
God.
she's probably getting her like unrestricted, like 18-year-old license or whatever.
You're like, oh yeah, the Hippocratic Oath means nothing.
Right. And so she's like, yeah, no, I won't ever let her be an organ donor either. And her daughter, I looked at her daughter and she's just kind of like, like nodding off and looking away. Like, yeah, she's enthusiastic about it. And so I get up there and, you know, they ask you all the questions, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, well, do you want to be an organ donor? I'm like, yeah. And from behind me, she's like, don't do it. I was like,
Oh my
I'm
God,
fucking
really?
doing it. And I'm just thinking to myself, I was like,
You
okay.
thought it was your conscience for a half a second. It brought you
I was
back
like-
to that moment when you decided to make a little extra money.
Right.
Don't do it.
I was like,
What?
my father was a firefighter for 32 years. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
They don't let you die. They have to, if you don't have in your will or whatever that you're supposed to let them die. They're going-
do not resuscitate.
Yeah, exactly. DNR. They will try to resuscitate you.
Well, like no, like
That's
can you
their
imagine?
job.
Can you imagine like an EMT or your father running there, getting there, pulling a body out, pulling the wallet
Right,
out,
exactly.
checking the ID? Oh no, he's getting
Or, you know, throw him back in the car.
He's,
dead,
he's,
he's
he's
dead.
just laying there. I'm okay. My arm's broken. Step on his neck. We need those organs. Like what the fuck?
I know,
No,
exactly.
but seriously,
Look, I work for Obama.
who's gonna just get to a scene and let somebody die?
Well,
just
and do
because they
you
have that
just
on there?
like what if they aren't even in that bad of a crash? Like
That's
literally,
what-
not even an arm break. It's just like a scratch. Be like, well, sorry,
the
man, we have to
seatbelt
let you
won't, like,
die.
let
He
go.
comes up and just choking him out.
Get the
People are driving by. There's just a bunch of firefighters choking
Choking a
people
guy.
out.
tapping.
Right.
See a guy get thrown into the ditch,
There's no tapping on the streets, bitch.
We need your heart.
thrown into traffic.
There's an old lady who's gonna die of cancer anyway, but she needs this.
Right? I'm just, you stupid broad. That's not how it works. I couldn't believe that I was at, and it was funny because I was in the middle of the DMV. I wanted to get in and out. I wasn't about to start a debate.
No,
So I'm just
yeah.
kind of chuckling like, yeah, that's one way to look at it. And she's like, and I think she picked up on what I was saying too, because she's just kind of like, yeah.
Well, I mean, she's butting her nose into your business,
Oh, exactly.
so she kind of has it coming.
I'm like, I don't care. Yeah. And
But I don't blame you.
had
Had
we
when
not-
you get in and out, you're fucking
yeah,
here
and in the
out
middle of
there.
the DMV, I mean, come on, in the middle of a courthouse.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure the DMV. I'm surprised the DMV people didn't say anything
I don't know that they really can.
because they're really big on hey, you should give your
Yeah.
organs.
Well,
I mean, I do it just for the little heart thing.
so you can have it on your license.
Yeah.
because it looks cool.
I think it looks.
It's
cool.
like a Pokemon badge.
I know exactly. I know no one's gonna want my heart or my organs. They're
not
gonna
gonna-
look. They're looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this
They're
guy?
not gonna want my liver. I can tell you that.
Yeah, like
Oh, fuck.
kidneys, liver,
It's
bro.
ruined.
God, speaking of liver, and I don't. This is sad.
Do you have jaundice?
No, thank God. But Greg Allman did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg Allman passed
Really?
last
Isn't it?
night.
Yeah, yesterday.
From liver cancer?
Liver cancer, complications of liver cancer.
Oh.
That's got to be the shitty one. I mean, aside.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just say, yeah, Greg Allman, awesome. Love the. I as I've gotten older, I've even been more into like kind of like jam band kind of. You know, and like the guitar work and everything's just amazing. And he'll be definitely missed. He was actually working on a new project,
Yeah. Okay.
which that takes some heart to be like, I've got liver cancer, but I'm gonna do a new album.
Yeah.
But it seems like that's what everyone does.
Keep them busy.
I guess so. I guess
Keep your mind off of everything.
that's got to be the one. That one and pancreatic cancer. You get that, you're done. Like
Yeah.
there's just no. I mean, because David Bowie has had all the money in the world.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
Yeah.
And you know Greg Allman had a lot of money. You know. Now I think the thing is like Greg Allman was like 69, which is not super old.
No.
I mean it's up there,
Yeah.
but it's not like crazy old. David Bowie was in his 50s,
He was what, 54?
something like
I
that.
think 54.
That's the one that'll fuck you though. I mean,
Yeah.
watch out for that shit. But it is sad that Greg Allman died. It's been like the death of a lot of shit.
Man, no
Lately.
kidding.
And in fact, I was going to talk to you about this one. New information on Chris Cornell came out.
Really?
So this is an account situation that his wife told from her perspective. She said she was at home with the kids and whatever, and the lights turned off and then turned off. And so she called Mr. Cornell, and she's like, "Hey, were you messing with our security system?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I did. I was messing with it like an hour ago." And she knew that was wrong because he was on stage an hour ago, and it had just happened. So it was a bump. She started talking to him to see how he was doing and what was going on, and she said he was really aggressive, like really angry. And I guess when he was doing the songs, I don't know if you've heard the recordings from that night.
I've seen a live
Yeah,
performance.
not good.
No.
It was real bad.
Yeah.
He was claiming he's having static in his earpiece and he couldn't hear the music.
Yeah, he'd sound off key.
So he was really mad and whatever. She said that you know, he was starting to slur, and so she asked him like, "What did you take?" And he said, "Oh, just really angry, so I took an extra Ativan." And he proceeded to change the topic to something that just didn't make any sense at all, like completely. And so she asked him again, "What did you take? What's in your system?" And he wouldn't tell her, and started to get angrier and angrier, not at her, but just angry and kind of cocky. And she said immediately she thought back to 14 years ago when he was having his battle with painkillers. So she continued to ask him like, what is going on? Like, what did you put in your body? What is going on? And he avoided it and went into talking about the something else that just didn't make any sense at all. She immediately hung up on him and called the bodyguard. Said, "Hey, you need to go find out what's going on with him. Get him to the doctor. Get a stomach pump. Something's going on." The bodyguard made it through the first, like broke through the door, but couldn't get past the second door. And like we're poor, so I guess we don't have big suites. But I
Right.
guess there's like 3 or 4 different areas in a hotel room like suite that has all the whatever. So she called the hotel manager and said that Chris Cornell was having a heart attack. So they came up, opened up the second door, and that's when they found his body. So it had been 30 minutes from the time that she talked to him to the time they found his body.
Wow.
The sad part, the thing that like really just like kind of like, I don't know why, but it made my heart kind of drop. The EMTs and paramedics that were there told her that they found track marks on him.
Really?
Yeah,
So he's using.
yeah.
Oh.
But she said like a couple days ago when they were walking around, his arms were fine.
Well. Did he use in the past?
Painkillers,
Oh.
Pretty
opiates.
much, yeah, pretty much same thing.
That's
It
weird.
is,
though.
yeah.
That's weird that they. I don't think they really developed that fast though.
Well, he'd probably been using that night.
Oh.
That's
gotcha.
yeah. Which you kind of wonder, like, what it was that made him. Is it that addict's mentality? Like, I'm just a piece of shit. I will never get over this. I'm worse to my family, or what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's-
Could have just been a bunch of things. That show may have just been the cherry on top.
Could have been given thing sent him over the edge. Who knows? It's hard to say. Or it could have just been depression as
Yeah.
well. I mean, but I have a feeling some of it has to do with, the addiction, because that really does do a lot of people away. But yeah, really sad.
That is really sad.
Interesting.
Thanks for bumming me out.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's a good Sunday, and so I figure that's the best thing to do is to bum someone out.
Yeah.
To go further with bumming people out.
Great.
Okay, so in the last 5 years, where do you think, and we'll take Iraq, Afghanistan, all, every war-torn country that we fight wars in. And remember, I have something against the Muslims. I'm kidding. I do not have anything against, but where do you think more Americans died in the last 5 years?
I can't answer this, can I?
Iraq?
Yeah.
No, you can't. The answer is Chicago.
I thought you were talking about war torn.
I just said war-torn countries.
Oh.
But more Americans have been shot in Chicago than they have in anywhere else.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And you've heard about the 3 black representatives that have died?
No.
Yeah, just recently. There were like 3. I actually saw it on Twitter because there was this guy, somebody retweeted him, but he was talking about how, nobody's speaking up about this in Chicago, which is kind of what I thought, because after you told me about this, I was like, oh, that must be what he's talking about. But there were all 3 judges, I think. I know at least 2 of them were judges. The third, but it was over a month's time. And
Wow.
this last third one just came out, I think. And so yeah, there's been 3 black representatives killed. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they're all judges.
Was it shootings or what?
Yeah. Yeah, and they've like find the bodies.
Oh, like
Oh,
they were
yeah.
probably prosecuting people.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
judges get stitches.
I mean,
now.
right? Probably.
Oh,
Seems like.
yeah. I mean, that's horrible because, like, here's what's dangerous about where we live now, how we live. We are coming so close to a Muslim country. No, no, we kind of are though. I mean, no, we got a president. Listen, I'll be quick, but who, if he doesn't like a ruling of something, will bastardize it and try to overrun it. We have people who think they can do the same thing, and apparently they can.
Yeah.
Which, I was talking to Gabe about this, and I was like, I hate to agree with Trump on anything, but in some ways, I can understand why he would bring the military into Chicago.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's horrible, and I don't think it's a good idea. I think it'll lead to just tons of bloodshed.
Probably.
So.
I mean,
Well,
that's worse than going into Iraq.
So here's my question for you then. When you say that we need to beat Islam into a 2.0, so to speak, right?
Islamic extremists. Okay.
Right. Well, to quote you, we need to beat the fuck out of the Muslims, so.
Muslim extremists.
No, but like,
I have
Do
no
you
problem
think-
with regular Muslims.
do you think that's what we need to do in Chicago?
No,
Why?
It's
because
It's the
they
same
know
thing.
they know like Western culture, and they know
Doesn't
that there
matter.
is a good life. What we're seeing with that is it's a break. Basically, what we would have saw in Detroit if people just weren't like, fuck this, I'm getting out of Detroit.
Yeah.
This is the backside of no fucking money.
Yeah.
Like, and the reason why I don't think, browbeating them into, for one, it's part of the culture. It is kind of what makes, and God, as I'm saying this, I'm like, God, I sound old because I remember, like being a kid and like, even 5 years ago, and people like, this is these rap hip hop people, and
Yeah.
rah, rah. But it is kind of part of the culture of
Yeah.
like, let's go after people. And let me say this: there's a few factors, one of which I have been dogging on God for almost since its creation, but it is becoming a factor on something with these killings. Can you guess what the factor is? I dog it almost every fucking show, and in our personal life.
Racial
And
profiling?
no, I love racial profiling. I think that's a good move.
Guns?
Nope. Although I'm not a gun guy either. But
Education?
no, this is a thing I hate. I dislike. No, I hate.
Women.
Hey, that was a close one.
That's a good guess. Facebook.
Oh, Facebook, yeah.
They say Facebook has a lot to do with this.
Really? How so?
And this is from like the old gang members, like the guys around my age,
Yeah.
in 30s and 40s. They're saying that like the kids, the high school kids, and the kids in their 20s are doing it for Facebook recognition.
I believe that.
And there's like no other answer to this, like,
I believe it.
which is crazy. I mean,
It
and
won't
not,
be known because they're nobody where they're at.
yeah, I mean, I guess
And
so.
then when that happens, then it kind of puts them out there.
And that's kind of the culture.
then they get the bragging rights,
Exactly.
stuff like that.
Which is stupid though,
It
because
is.
it's like, you just admitted a crime on,
Yeah.
But, I guess like how much are the cops going to enforce?
Right.
This is one of the only times I'm actually on their side. Like I don't, but yet they are responsible for some of it
Yeah.
because they're the ones who are coming out beating up black guys, and they're making this group of people feel like that's all they have now. It's just them. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many factors against a black person in Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no money for education. There is no other groups around. Like, everything's been defunded completely.
I think
There's no
Ingles have money
after-school
for
program.
education
There's
pretty
no-
soon.
Well, yeah, that's more of an us problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no guidance. There's no. It's one of those things like, what do you do to fix it? Like, what would you
Yeah.
do?
I think education would be a great place to start. But I worry that it's devolved to such a point that it really does take some drastic actions, because I feel
White
bad.
power.
I feel bad for the cops who work there, and I'm so sick of hearing the argument, well, it's their job, it's what they're supposed to do. Okay, well then I tell you what, why don't you strap on a vest and go there on a suicide mission knowing that you're not going to be of any help? How about that? Because that's what it is. It is a suicide mission where you are not going to make a difference. You're not a martyr, you're just a moving target.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, no, definitely. What are they going to do?
You think more cops get killed in Chicago than?
I think a decent amount of them do.
I mean, cops don't get
Or
killed that often.
shot.
They don't get killed that often
In Chicago?
anywhere.
In Chicago?
I think more cops die like a highway patrolman than die like actual police
That's
units.
so.
Yeah, if I remember right.
In Chicago.
No, just in general, like
Right, but I'm talking in Chicago.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's more highway patrolmen that die than there is cops, like any cops, like regular, because they're out there on their own. You actually feel like you have a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you're at the like cops usually travel in packs like raptors. You know,
Yeah.
you might try to shoot at it. No, I mean I don't know, but it's their fault though too.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for the police brutality, then there would probably be some people that would be like more willing to trust the system.
Yeah, I get that.
But they're like shitty representatives.
Zero trust there.
Yeah. And I'll say this, that for the argument of, you know, that's their job, it kind of is their job. No one has said, you know what, firefighters don't need to go rush in there. They're the fucking bravest, strongest, hardest guys I've ever met. And they do that in the face of death to save lives.
Right, but they're accomplishing something.
Well,
The
but
cops
see,
aren't.
I mean, educate you on another part of the world in Nevada, where the respect, like the community has done nothing but grow. They haven't had a shooting since 2012. The whole state, not a shooting.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Their biggest thing though is de-stressing techniques. If a cop pulls his gun out in a situation, he is immediately fined $500.
Really?
No matter the situation. And that was a big thing. And people are like, "Oh, fuck! The cops need to feel like they need to pull out their gun." And that was back in 2014, I think. Now people are like, "Hey, that was a good move because we haven't had a shooting in forever."
Yeah.
And the community loves the cops now. They're all everyone works with. Remember The Wire when they all started
Yeah.
being friends?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's how it works. No, I don't. You know, I think one thing though, I will say this: minimum wage needs to raise.
Yes, very much so.
I heard a bunch of reports from a lot of young black males in Chicago, and they were like, "Listen, I can go get a bogus job, $8 an hour, and still need to sling drugs to make a living, or I can just sling drugs and make a living."
Yeah.
You know what are you gonna do?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and you can be home more and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that
Yeah.
job, don't got that risk of people coming after you at your job then too.
Well, and it's not like if you're making $8 an hour and you got no benefits and
Yeah.
you know your hours are constantly getting cut. No, it's a real. It's something that like I think it's just being passed over right now. There's plenty of things that you know we discuss that are on the nose and whatever, but this one is one of those things that like it's January, almost or I mean from January. Sorry, it's almost June.
Yeah.
How many months is that? Six.
Six June.
Yeah. 1,000 people already dead
In Chicago?
in Chicago. Yeah. From shootings, not
Yeah.
just like heart attack or
Right.
whatever. Because yeah, I mean, like then we need to do an expose on like old folks' homes.
Right.
What the fuck's going on with these old people? They're just dying left and
Dying
right.
all over the place. Bodies laying in the streets.
Gabe, what do you think we should do to fix the problem in Chicago?
What if I don't know what this would be like, but what if there was a separate like education tax to provide free education through high school?
That's called taxes, buddy.
I understand that, but it's not free.
How are they going to pay for it?
Them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand this. This is trying to get people through school to get that education.
I know. How are they going to pay for the taxes to pay for school?
I don't know. If you didn't have a job, what would you be doing?
Well, I would get a job, but in Chicago it's a little bit different. We just went over this. They
It's
can't
also
pay
not
for-
that easy to get a job here.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, you can't pay for taxes if you can't afford to live anyway.
But there's got to be a way to put them through school. If you put them through school and you raise minimum
you
wage
fund
and
education
stuff like
more.
that,
Yeah, I mean, that's a federal thing.
You get more funding from the federal aspect of it, not from the people.
But we're losing a ton of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I understand, like, and I don't know if you go high school though. I think you got to go lower than that.
Because kids are dropping out way before high school.
Yeah, and they're carrying way less by the time that middle.
I've seen The
grade
Wire. I'm
school?
an expert on this.
Yeah, exactly. I think you go middle school. You take a few young rascals that think they own the streets, and then
Right.
you take one in as a police chief, and you educate.
And then he ends up shooting people and
No, no.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, who are you thinking of?
I was thinking of
You're thinking of Michael.
tall motherfucker, yeah.
But yeah, sorry, you haven't seen The Wire. You would not get what we're talking about. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like, what do you know? I think it's got to be a number of factors.
I was gonna say it's not just one thing.
not just one thing's gonna fix it.
But we keep getting pressed back on like everything. That I mean, because this is gonna be, believe it or not, this is gonna be the world. It's not,
Right.
and it's not like just a black problem. It's not just a Chicago problem. It will become a Kansas problem.
Well-
It will become,
And it irks me that I hear all these stupid rednecks talking about, oh, America the Great, et cetera, shit like this. I'm like, if it's so great, why aren't we doing anything to help?
at all.
Why are we not funding education? Why are we defunding education?
Yes, that should be the first thing.
Why are we defunding education?
Not important
Why
as
are
our
we not-
military.
Right? Why are we not doing anything to help our economy? America's not that great. Sorry.
No, it's not.
Sorry, but it's not.
California is, but the
Well,
rest
California,
of
any Democrat states are pretty great.
the rest
But
of
I'm like,
America
if it's
sucks,
really
but-
great, then help out.
Yeah, yeah. No,
You can't expect everyone to just pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Some people just need help.
what's kind of funny though is you say like don't pull your not everyone can do that, but the way I hear it, when we want to defund education, we want to defund all these things, all I hear is people just wanting their money,
Right.
which is more like that's also handouts and welfare.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just going to different places. The funny thing is these fucking retards are so fucking uneducated. They're like, oh, it'll be me. Like, no, it's not, motherfucker. You're poor.
Yeah.
Well, I'm middle class. No, you're fucking not. Don't lie to yourself.
Right.
You don't make over $250K a year.
Yeah.
You're fucking poor as shit. You're gonna lose money. Your kids are gonna be fucking retarded because they can't put them in school. Your fucking job is gonna get shipped away anyway. Doesn't matter, you piece of shit. Just fucking pay your due. Like, that's the thing. Like, pay your fucking bit.
Right.
Fucking road will work great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look how I was gonna say look how well England's doing, but
Well,
they've got other problems.
sometimes it just blows my mind how well they do.
It's rather explosive. Speaking of that,
Well, here we go.
that was a horrible segue.
I did. Wow.
So Alex Jones, and I have to talk about this because it was so infuriating.
Okay.
Alex Jones went after Katy Perry and Ariana Grande. Yeah. By saying here's what Katy Perry's reply. And I can't do it word for word. This is one of those things that we need to have video up for. This would be a good thing to listen to. Word for word, she said that we just need love and
Yeah.
understanding.
We need to coexist.
We need to coexist, break down no borders, no blah, blah. Well, he took that, she's part of the one world government, and
Oh my
we know they're
God.
coming, like, she's
Yeah.
a globalist,
Oh
those
my
damn
God.
lefties, blah, blah, blah. He then misquotes, and I had to look into this, Ariana Grande, and she said, Ariana Grande said, I hope my fans fucking die.
What?
And she did. Maybe. 4 years ago. When she was being harassed, if you will, followed. Listen, I'm not standing. I don't like any of them, but
yeah,
I mean, I'm a punk.
yeah.
But she was being harassed, like, and like, sign this, blah blah blah, and she got into an elevator, and she's like, God, I hope they all fucking die. Yeah. But he's going out and saying like, oh, this is we have this 100%. This is what happened. And Ariana Grande is a shit. I mean, she is a douchebag. No, like, way around. Remember, she was like making fun of fat people and spitting on donuts and
yeah.
I mean, she's a douche. I mean,
But
she's not like she's not like she doesn't want to kill people. She's not out there with like a fucking machete, just like little girls.
did you hear about the article that the Daily Mail put out? That they basically, the article in a sense said that the reason for the bombing was because of how she dressed. And they were basically
What?
attacking how, because she dresses pretty slutty on stage, which I'm totally cool with, but
Yeah,
they were
she
basically
had bigger tits, maybe.
yeah, but they were basically saying that because she dresses like that, that's why the bombing happened.
What?
And I'm like, so you're gonna attack how a woman dresses and blame the death of an 8-year-old girl on that?
On her dress.
For real? Fuck you.
No, that makes sense to me though, when you think about it.
The only explosions that happened with Mira in my pants.
Oh, we know.
What?
Oh, I was.
Are you trying to finger me from a distance here?
I'm trying to tell you to keep going.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying
You're making a very seductive motion.
Sorry,
with
my
your
bad,
hand.
my bad.
So
I'm
2
looking-
fingers.
I'm
Oh.
looking up something.
Oh, no, you're good.
So on this topic, I wanted you to see somebody.
I just needed to know if I actually needed to be erect right now or.
Always.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever not need to be erect?
That's a good point. I just need to know, am I supposed to be getting ready here? Or... I mean, I've got the lube right out in my car.
Oh,
I'll run
good.
out and grab it. For
Okay,
you.
all right,
If
when
you
you-
really want. Gabe can just sit by and watch, though.
That's all he ever
Okay,
does.
you-
Well, I mean, at least you're doing something, I guess.
It might be a little shaky, I'm just saying.
And with one hand.
Yes.
The camera's just all over the place. Can't tell if you're Michael J. Fox or jerking off.
Oh, you'll know when something comes flying your way.
By the way, is he still alive?
Michael J. Fox?
Yeah.
Yes, he's still alive.
Okay, because I haven't heard anything about him in a long time. And I didn't know if he
It
died
has been
or
a
not.
while.
I really didn't know if he died or not. I was
Alright.
kind of hoping not, because I feel like when he dies, do you
Okay,
think that
I need you guys. Do you see the person in the?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, can you pause that whenever you see that person? Okay.
Whenever I see that person?
Yeah, just so you can take a good look. This is in response to the whole London bombing.
Mm-hmm. This was after?
Yes. There's a huge. How do I put this? And this is something I heard from Alex Jones, Anthony Cumia, who I love, but he's a very right-wing guy. And, I mean, listen, he's hilarious and I like him in a lot of sorts of manners, but I do not like his political. But they all said that Muslims have been claiming that they're the real victim. So I wanted to look into this and I wanted to find everything I could. In this piece, which is 9 minutes long, there is one guy in there who's like, that's all we can do. We've done everything we can. We're really the victims. We're gonna get attacked. But in that piece, I found this person, which, by the way, if you just look up Channel 4 Manchester bombing interview, you'll find it. It's like 9 minutes 19 seconds. There is this guy or girl, I can't even tell, dressed up like the Black Hamburglar.
It's a girl.
Is it?
Yeah. She has a headpiece on.
With a grenade in the middle of the word love.
Yeah.
Submachine gun as the E.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you? I mean,
Right.
honestly, that's not.
It spells love
What's
with
this?
weapons, basically.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
the V is a knife.
and it's got like
Come on.
sunglasses, like it's a ghost. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
what
Jesus
are you doing?
Christ.
Like,
How are you helping your image?
yes, exactly. Like,
That's how you portray love, is through violence.
it's through violence. Yes, and then you wonder why uneducated Americans are fearful of you and
Right.
hate Muslims. That's why,
Right.
idiots. Like, yes, be yourself, speak it, whatever. But you're not a fucking kid anymore.
Yeah.
No one. I mean, in that situation, you don't fucking do that.
And is this the best time to wear it?
Exactly.
Like, come on.
And maybe they're trying to make
least-
some. And I get what kind of thing that, statement they're trying to make. Weapons are for, we should spell love with weapons instead of use them and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But there again, not the best time to,
No.
especially when you're dressed up like the Hamburger.
And who picks up on that, by the way?
Well, I mean, we're in America.
Right.
We're kind of we see, that's how we feel. Like,
Yeah.
no interpretation is ever,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's the thing though, you kind of, if I've got to avoid, saying shit, like, I mean, you saw the hashtag, that was trending this weekend,
Yeah.
together against extremism,
Yeah.
why do we have to take out Islamic?
Right.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but we really should say Islamic
Yeah.
extremism. That's just the reality. So if I've got to do that, if I've got to not even say Islamic extremist, which I've said like 25 times today, so eat my ass. But maybe dumb things down a little bit for the Americans too, and maybe not
Yeah.
have a shirt with machine guns, and
Right.
it just looks bad.
Yeah.
Especially with what's been going on and everything.
But I'll say this, in that same interview, you had a few people who they gave the answers that, like, I think, and it's kind of sad, like, this was an interview that Alex Jones got credit for finding people that were, horrible and there's Muslim first people and whatever. But literally in this interview, one of the guys is like, we need to do better about educating our kids. We need to fix our community, all that good stuff, like all the stuff you want.
Yeah.
And it's like, that one person in that shirt is what made the right wing be like, they're right.
Right. Yeah.
They just want to kill us, blah, blah. They don't even listen to a word you say when you dress like a war-torn hamburger.
Right. Right. And I get, in an essence, mind you, what they mean when they say they're the victims. I get that in an essence. Maybe this was just the wrong time to say that because people actually died.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the people who aren't bad and aren't radical, they are kind of victims in a sense because they're getting stereotyped.
Yeah.
People see them in the mall and they're like, oh, it's a fucking Muslim, they're probably going to blow us up or whatever. So I get what they're saying. I don't think they mean it quite to the degree that...
Of an 8-year-old girl died.
Exactly.
Yeah, who will not see her family again. And,
Right.
Yeah. Even the family of that 8-year-old girl is more of a victim than those people.
Right.
And no, but I understand what you're saying.
So I mean,
And the funny thing is, like, no matter Muslim, Christian, atheist, Buddhist, cockist, okay, Gabe's a big cockist. Everyone makes shit about themselves.
yeah, I know.
You remember after 9/11, all the fucking people that you knew were like, I'm just so depressed.
I
Things
know.
are so horrible. And you're like, you're in fucking Kansas,
Yeah.
buddy. Like, the fucking shit happened fucking
Right.
miles away.
Right.
People are dead.
Like, dude, I get feeling bad for people. I get a little bit of sympathy. But it's like,
Of course, you'd be a psycho if you didn't.
I can't get credit for that though.
I mean,
It sucks. I feel bad for the people.
No, but I think you know what I'm talking about. It
Yeah.
was people that just laid around on their couch,
Yes.
just watch the news,
Yes.
and it was like a pandemic, and it's like,
Right.
no, you're miles fucking away from that shit.
Right.
You didn't even know anyone personally that died in that.
And like it's funny because I always think of our hometown, well, my hometown pretty much. We had a shooting last year in February, and there were people who were like, "Oh, that's just so scary and everything," stuff like that. And they're really bummed out about it. I was like,
Oh, you talking with the people I knew?
"Yeah, actually,
Yeah, I actually knew those people.
yeah." I just didn't want to say names, and I'm like, "Check this out." I was literally 3 minutes behind this dude. I was going there. Had I been on the same road that he went down 3 minutes later, I probably would have gotten fucking shot. So fuck you.
No, and I
I was legitimately like 3 minutes away from getting shot.
I was actually friends with the guy that did the shooting,
That's one thing, yeah.
and one of the guys that got shot was a singer in a band I was in.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
still wasn't really depressed. Like, I mean, it was sad.
Right.
It was like, oh shit, there's a lot of people that died, and there's people that died, and that's really sad. And
Yeah.
I'm very upset about that, but
Or even
I-
being scared.
I'm not gonna, but I'm not like, fuck, I need a gun.
Yeah.
I need to hang. I'm depressed.
I mean, it kind of, the whole like, okay, 3 minutes away, I probably could have gotten shot. That kind of freaked me out. But I mean, I wasn't sitting around for the next week like, holy shit, I almost fucking died.
You were actually on your way to come hang out with me. too.
Yep, I sure was.
That was the
I was
night we
there.
pretty much met Christine.
It
I was there.
Yeah, yeah, you were.
Yeah, you were there. It was an interesting.
It was the first night that we all got together.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, but if you sit there
Maybe
and
we
you
shouldn't
worry
do
about
that.
all that stuff and you're depressed all the time, and you think you need this and that for all this protection and everything, you're never gonna enjoy your life because you're always gonna be worried about stuff.
But that's the thing. Like
Happen.
those people, they make that about themselves.
Yeah.
You know, so then they get attention.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like
They're pulling that
Muslims,
sympathy card.
those people, the Muslim people are like, oh, we're the real victims. They're just the same way. They're just being the same as any idiot who gets depressed over a shooting. Super depressed.
Right.
Who has nothing to do with the shooting, mind you.
Right.
Someone who's miles away from that. Yeah,
Right.
it's the same fucking thing. I can even see our community taking such a hit after that. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was, I mean, we live in a very white suburb community.
And it was also right behind my house.
Yes, yeah.
So, just saying. Not to make it all about me, but I mean, I could have died.
I mean, I wish.
Me too.
I wish you have had to take a dump that day or something.
What? And I had to go outside to do it?
No,
or-
they held you up like 3 minutes.
Oh. Gotcha.
Wouldn't have. You would have missed the whole thing. You take marathon dumps.
Oh my god, no kidding. Seriously.
I don't even know. I was just
I don't
guessing.
think I've ever taken a dump that's been less than like 10 minutes.
Holy shit.
I am committed.
I'm a drop and go kind of guy.
I'm not.
I wish
like
I
hanging.
was.
I'm not.
Shit takes. Yeah, I've been there for a bit.
What do you do? I mean,
I read.
are you just waiting for it to drop on its own? I mean, do you
No.
put any pressure into that?
No, but I read a little bit, and then even after it's done, I keep reading for a little bit. Like right
Everybody
now,
should just sit
I'm
there.
I'm reading through a book called True or False Possession, talking about if people were actually possessed in the Bible and stuff like
Oh
that.
my god.
No, it's really interesting.
Sounds like a horrible book.
No, it's really interesting.
The answer is no. That's
Yeah.
that's the answer.
And not just in the Bible, present day too, but
yeah. From like a supernatural.
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
that's what you say.
That's what science says.
No,
I'm
it's
a
not.
fan of science.
I am too.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
There is no proof of supernatural life.
No, science can't talk on supernatural though.
Yeah, well, it can talk on everything else.
Right, but not supernatural.
So you believe that there are ghosts running around that are possessing people?
I mean, I think it's possible. I don't see why not. I believe in ghosts.
You believe in ghosts?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Why
okay, I got a good question.
Okay.
You believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Why is it that okay, my parents believe in ghosts, right?
Okay.
And I've always just said you guys are idiots, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We lived in the same house, right?
Yeah.
They had multiple instances with ghosts. I never saw one. We lived in the exact same house.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. What am I, the fucking ghost whisperer? I'm
Maybe
just
they
saying.
took over them. That's why
I'm just
they
saying I
saw 'em.
believe in them.
No, I'm like, and I've never had.
I'm just saying I believe in them. I'm not saying I can explain everything.
No, I'm just saying, why is it people that believe in him see him? People, what is it, fucking Santa Claus? I mean, like,
Maybe
maybe
they're
Santa
fuel-
Claus is a ghost.
There you go. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Every time someone asks me a question like that, I'm gonna like start snapping and bring my pet ghost over here. Be like, all right, I need you to answer some questions for
I
me.
need some help, ghost.
Break out your Ouija board.
Right? Fuck.
That's another thing I never understood.
Ouija boards.
Yeah. I would like try fucking with people. People still wouldn't. I don't know. They don't get the. You push it and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
right.
But like,
I'm
you
not
will
doing
die
that.
in 10 minutes.
Holy
This thing, you were pushing it. No, I wasn't.
But
But then the next minute, but I believe in ghosts. Well, fucking, why wouldn't you believe in that? Why aren't you freaking out?
Right.
Fucking asshole. Ruined my fun. I think that's probably it for us. I don't really have anything else.
Did you want to talk about Comey
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
Jared Kushner?
Yes, that's kind of a big deal too,
Do
isn't
you
it?
still have a couple things to talk about?
We do. When we have a show that doesn't include Trump, I'm kind of
I know.
okay. Even though I hate the fucker and I love exposing him, I still.
Did you? I'm assuming you did. I guess this is more for Gabe. Did you hear about this whole thing with Comey and the letters for Hillary?
no, besides what we kind of talked about pre-show. But
Okay. Well, then, in a nutshell, basically, it came out that Comey admitted the letters that were supposedly going to
Implicate.
implicate that Hillary was tying with Russia and et cetera, were false. They were fake.
Or emails.
Or
all
emails,
that,
yeah. Sorry. That pretty much came out that was a fraud.
Yeah, there
So-
was nothing scandalous on the emails, and that was from Russia.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what do you think on
Here's my
this?
question, though. Just real quickly, before you start the whole, I'll ask both of you. What do you think about Comey's station? Be it this like honorable guy, if he looked into these knowing that the letter was fake, what does that make it Comey?
Well, and you gotta wonder which side he's playing for here. Because on one hand, it's like, well, he knew Hillary was fake, or the emails and stuff were fake, but he still looked into them. And then Trump, he's looking into him too.
I mean, maybe he's truly doing what he should do and not playing a single side, but
Unless, did he know going into it that they were fake?
that's what they said. That's what Lindsey Graham said.
He's the only one that said that they're fake, though, right?
Yeah.
No.
Has Hillary admitted to it?
No. Well, she said the whole time. That,
Yeah, she said the whole time.
That
it
was the
all
whole point.
blown out of proportion, and
But-
there was no.
I wonder. I don't know.
I mean,
Because I wonder if maybe he didn't feel like he had to investigate. Because it also makes me wonder if he's not up to something sketchy. Because if he'd have just come out and be like, "No, these are fake," and like not investigate at all, I feel like, are you playing buddy buddy or something?
that would be another
Yeah.
thing. Like, yeah, if he hadn't done anything, and he literally has been the only FBI director I can think of who's just fucked all the time. Like,
Yeah.
he's damned if he
Oh,
does,
I
damned if
know.
he doesn't.
And
No matter what he does,
you know what else I
someone hates
wonder?
him.
I wonder if in the back of his mind he didn't know that something with Trump was gonna come up, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to investigate him at some point. I might as well have to investigate Hillary, because if I say right off the bat I'm gonna look buddy buddy with her, and then if he gets elected and I have to investigate him, but I really investigate him, that's gonna look bad too."
I think in the back of his mind he's just like, why didn't I play basketball?
Right, right.
I could
He's a
rebound.
tall dude.
I could be the warm.
Yeah.
No, but you also wonder, was he just looking for funding?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, we've got a good reason to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
All right, we'll use this. I don't know.
Maybe whoever paid better.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Another thing that you had brought up just a second ago is the Jared Kushner and his.
But by the way, what a goofy looking guy. Is it just me, or does he look like an extremely goofy guy?
He looks like the kind of guy though that would be able to bang Ivanka.
Oh my god, I know, right?
You know what I mean? Like,
That's funny.
I'm so jealous of that.
That kind of guy. I know she is hot. I hate her as a person.
Oh, me
She's
too.
a horrible person. She said in her book, it doesn't matter what people think.
Yeah.
It only matters, or it doesn't matter what people. It doesn't matter what you actually do. It only matters what people think
Yeah.
you're doing. They're like, oh,
Like, how
you
sketchy are you?
scumbag.
Oh, but she's so hot.
But she is very, very adorable. But he looks like that douchebag
Right,
that can bang that
right.
kind of chick. That chick never picks a good guy. You know
No.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Something very wrong with
Well,
it.
I just think hot chicks always go after a douchebag guy.
They do. That's what it seems like.
I mean,
It really does.
that's why none of us are, yeah, 'cause we're not
That's why I'm
douchebags. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're not douchebags at all. But anyway, he had ties. He was trying to get a back alley communication channel open with the Russians.
And admitted that.
Yeah, with the
How the hell are all these people in this cabinet admitting this shit? And nothing's being done.
here's my question: how the hell are all these Republicans like still saying like nothing's happening? Nothing.
I know. And it's like it's gone past the point where we used to say, how the hell is all this stuff surrounding Trump and he's not being convicted or investigated or anything? Now it's at the point these people are openly admitting it. They are openly saying, yep, the emails were fake. I wanted back alley access with Russia. They are saying these things
Even Alex Jones,
and nothing's
which
happening.
don't ask me why I've said so many Alex Jones shit today. But even he was saying on one of his reports, well, we know that Trump, the whole election, he won. I mean, there was a little bit of a participation from the Russians.
Yeah.
Even he was saying there's
Yeah.
like a little bit of, but like, what's worth the people of America who are like,
It's just- It really is this whole party before nation shit.
It's ridiculous.
It's bullshit.
It's fucking sad.
We need to get past that. Swallow your goddamn pride. Don't let your ego get so inflated just because your candidate won. He's fucking the country. He's
Yeah.
fucking you.
He's fucking you. What are
So-
you gaining from this?
Are you really that adamant on being right that you'll sacrifice your country and your well-being for it? Really?
And we had a friend of ours, well, not a friend, an older
Acquaintance.
racist white guy we know, who was literally saying, and I know he was, when we were, talking about the whole Russia thing, he was like, well, we do that to other countries too.
No.
No, we do, but that's not a fucking defense for why we're letting this
Well-
happen. If you're a Patriots fan, you don't be like, oh, why the fuck is our team cheating? No, you go,
Right.
yay, Pats, we won the
Right,
Super Bowl, fuck
exactly.
you. I mean, we're American, we're on this team.
Yeah.
We're not against this team.
Right?
I don't understand why, I don't know, like, when did Donald Trump become the best person in America?
Oh, I
that He
know.
would sacrifice everything. When did
Yeah.
he become the new Jesus?
And when he could walk out in the street and literally kill somebody and probably get away with it.
Like, good, I bet. I'm
Well,
sure.
and I didn't understand because our acquaintance, when we brought up the whole firing Comey thing, he actually said it doesn't matter that he fired him.
Yes.
Me and you had brought up the point that like, well, he was being investigated by this guy and he fired him. It's like, well, it
obstruction of
doesn't
justice.
matter. It's like, yes, okay, you know what? Even if it's not illegal, let's just go with that. It's not illegal. It's sketchy as fuck. That's like police showing up at my door and I have a fuck ton of coke in my bathroom. And they're like, well, we're going to investigate you for that. I go up to the higher power and have them fired.
Yeah.
Really? That's not sketchy at all?
No,
Like, that basically screams, I'm guilty.
You know what it is? Here's a good example of it. And this is the side that the other side will sit there and fight all the time. Is when a black male gets pulled over by a cop
Mhm.
and the cop says, get out of your car. And the black male says, no.
Mhm.
That's exactly the way
Yeah.
this is.
Right.
It's just, and they're always like, well, that they just complied with the cops. Well, why doesn't your fucking president comply with our intelligence
Yeah,
agencies?
exactly.
Like, hopefully our intelligence agencies do the same thing that cops do to black guys.
At some point, I'm hoping so.
Just a big shooting and beating.
It'll all be over.
Ah,
Everything
crap.
will go back
We
to
might,
normal.
I might actually take shit over that. I just
Probably.
literally said, I hope the FBI kills the president.
Yeah.
Oops. My bad.
I actually said it twice.
Yeah.
You kind of
Just in case you
reiterated-
didn't get the joke, I wanted to make sure to hammer that home.
Right.
All right, now I guess that's it for
Yeah, I
us.
do believe so.
Thanks a lot for listening. We're going to try to sneak in another show later on this week. So if you listen to us on other channels, you'll get it.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.